Dear students, welcome to the Electronics 4th Sem class. This is your class 6 on programming in C. Let us first begin with the class what you studied in the last class. What you studied in the last class? You studied the data types available in the C language and declaration of the variables and how you are going to assign the values to that variables. Okay. In this class, you are going to study input statement and output statements available in the C program, syntax of that input and output statement, and some programs you are going to learn in this session. Okay, let's begin the session with the input and output statement. What do you mean by the input statement? If you want to give the data to the program, then it is called the input. Okay, what do you mean by the input? Input means giving data to the program to use in the program. Okay, for example, if I want to add the two numbers, then you have to give that two numbers. No, that two numbers are called the input, and that we are going to use in the program. Similarly, what do you mean by the output? Output is nothing but you want to display the some information from the program. If you want to read and print the same number, that number whatever you are printing on the screen, that is nothing but what the output. Okay, so or if you want to read the two numbers, you are going to find addition, subtraction, whatever you want to do it. Afterwards, if you want to display, actually we have to display, otherwise it is not able to understand that is the program is working or not, or nobody can understand that output. So we have to display the output. Okay, so output is nothing but to display the data or the result on the screen is nothing but what the output. Okay, in the C program, what happens to read the input and to print the output on the screen, the some built-in functions are there. Okay, that built-in functions are called the scanf function and the printf. Usually what happens, this scanf and the printf we are using to read and write. Okay, you can call it as a read and write function also. C programming language provides many built-in functions to read input from the keyboard and display output on the screen. These are the main two input and the output functions in the C program. And these are present in the header file called stdio.h. Okay, in which header file it is present? It is present in a stdio.h header file. Okay, let us revise scanf. Please read and write in the correct way. SCANF scan, and in this is what actually the parenthesis. In this we are going to write the syntax that you are studying in the next slide. Okay, scanf is called the input function and printf is called what your output function. These two are present in the header file called stdio.h. stdio.h is nothing but standard input output header file. So now let us study the general syntax for the scanf function. Scanf is which type of the function? It is a input function. Here you see, so scanf, what you have to write means in the double quotes control string, comma, next you are going to write This is called actually the ampersand symbol. Ampersand variable 1, ampersand variable 2. These variable you have to declare before using this scanf function. So yesterday what I told, no, how to declare the, according to that you have to declare the variables. Afterwards you are going to write the scanf function. Scanf, in the double quote you are going to write the control string. What do you mean by the control string? Means if you want to read the integer value, then you have to take the percentage d. In the last class I told you to, if you want to read and print the integer value, we are using percentage d. If we are reading the float, then it is percentage f. Character means percentage c. They are called the control strings. Which one you want to read, you have to write here. Okay, how many variables are there? That number of control strings should be there. And in one scanf statement, any number of variables you can read. Okay, here I have written one example. You see here, scanf. I want to read only one integer value, so I have taken only 1 percentage d and the ampersand a. How many control strings are there? That much number of variables should be there. Okay, so here only one is there, only one is there, that is okay. If I want to read the two numbers, then you have to take the 2 percentage d, and here also ampersand a comma ampersand b you have to take, and that a and b should be declared before this scanf function. Okay, similarly if I want to read the float, then which we have to take, so here you have to write the percentage f, students, percentage f, okay, ampersand a1. Next, in the same way, if you want to use the printf statement, then what is its general format? Its general, sorry, its general format is printf control string variable 1 and the variable 2. So let us see one simple example. So first example is I want to read and print the two integer numbers. Okay, how to write that program? Let us begin with the program. Okay, first write the comment line. Okay, that we have, you have studied the structure of C program. Now according to that you have to write. First you have to write the comment line. First you have to write the title, that is in the form of a, that is forward slash in the double quote, whatever you, in the forward slash and star, whatever you are writing, it is also called the comment line. Okay, this comment line is a non-executable statement. After that, what you have to write? Just you remember what you have to write after that? You are going to write the include files. Okay, so actually the C compiler is nothing but it is a set of the library files. For each and every function of the C is belongs to some library functions. Okay, so here what happens in our program, we are using the printf and scanf. Printf and scanf are present in the header file. They are the stdio.h, that is standard input output header file. It is called the standard input output header file. After this title, you have to write the include files. Okay, and in our program we are using only this much. And next you are going to write the main. What is the main? It is also a one function. From this what you are going to tell the compiler that here the C program starts. Okay, afterwards opening brace. Next is here I want to write the program for the two integer numbers, and according to the structure of the C program also you have to declare the variables. How many variables we are using? Two variables. That two of which type? Int a comma b. Two variables. Int is what your keyword. Okay, a and b are the variable names. A and B. Instead of A and B, you can take A1, B1. Or if you want, you can take your name also. Okay, according to the some rules are there. According to that, you have to take the variable names. Okay, any variable name you can take. After that, what happens? So one thing I have not explained in the printf statement. Actually, what happens? Printf is called the output statement. Another work of this printf statement is inside this parenthesis, whatever you are writing in the double quote, it is printed as it is on the screen. Okay, what is the another work of the printf statement? Whatever you are writing in the double quote, it is printed as it is on the screen. Actually, here we are writing the program to read the inputs. That means you are going to read the data from the keyboard. Okay, so what happens if I have printed this on the screen, then we are thinking that the program is waiting for the input. Whenever you are giving the input, next you are going to get the output. Okay, so that is why for the better understanding I have written here. Without this also program is going to work. But what happens, you are going to get the one blank screen after executing the program. Just you are not able to understand what to do. So that is why printing the message is somewhat good habit. And whatever I am taking this is what your backslash character. Hash n is nothing but what? Just you only see and identify what happens. Okay. So this I will ask in the next class. What is the meaning of this one? And next what happens? You have to read the data. Okay. For reading you have to take the scanf. How many variables you are reading? Two variables. So that is why you have to write the two, that is percentage d, comma, ampersand a, comma, ampersand b. Okay, two variables you have to take. Scanf is what your input statement. Using this, you are going to read the data from the keyboard. This is the one method of giving the data to the program. Another method is that you studied in the last class by using an assignment operator. Okay, here directly also you can give the value, that is a is equal to 4 and b is equal to 5. Okay, otherwise if you want to read the data from the keyboard, then we are going to use the scanf function. Okay, percentage d, how many variables are there? That number of percentage d you have to take. Ampersand a, ampersand b. And next, what is our next step? I want to print the data on the screen. When you have to use the printf statement. So for this I want to print another one word, that is output. Whatever you are writing in the double quote, it is printed as it is. Okay, after printing the output, what is our aim is to print the a and b value. So whenever you are writing percentage d, a and b. So what happens here? So here what happens? So for this first percentage d, that what is the value of a? No, for a value is taken for this first percentage d, and b value is taken for this percentage d. Similarly here also for this percentage D, the ampersand A, and for this ampersand B, that is why the same variable name you have to take. A means here also you have to take the A, B means here also you should take the same. So before taking this, you have to declare which type of this. It is very important. And in the printing also, the same variable name you have to take. Here if you have taken A and B, and here if you are telling that to print the C and D, it is somewhat, the compiler is not able to identify, so you are going to get the error. Okay, afterwards you have to end the program. This is very important. Opening brace, end of the brace. The rules are very important. Each and every rule is important in the C program. Okay, so the important thing is this and this. So even if you, so actually I am, if someone semicolon is missing, one comma is missing, something is missing, your program is not going to execute. Always write the C program in lowercase letter. Each and every statement should be ended with a semicolon. Okay, after executing this, what is the output you are going to get? First, according to this, first it is going to print the enter the two integer values. So after executing, what happens? It is going to print enter two values, and you are entering the values of A and B, that is 4 and 5. With the space always you have to give, otherwise it is thinking that it is a single, and once again it is telling that the input is not correct. With the space you have to mention the inputs, and afterwards what happens? It is going to print the, after reading the data, it is going to print the output, and next what you have read, this is going to print. Here it is read the value from the scanf, and using the printf it is going to print the value. Now let us see the next program, that is addition of two numbers. Okay, so the same program, just I am changing for the addition. So here as usual, first you write the comment line or the title section of the program, that is the addition of two integer numbers. And next to what you have to write, we have to write the header file. Afterwards the main program, next the opening brace. Very important in the C program, that you have to follow the structure of the C program, and it should be written in lowercase letter. Each and every statement should be ended with a semicolon. This program is not going to accept a small mistake. Even one small dot or the semicolon or the comma or the full stop missing means your program will not going to execute. And next what happens, you are going to declare the variable. So here what happens, int a comma b comma sum, because till now only we have taken only two, so a and b are taken. So I, after addition, where the answer should be saved, it should be saved in sum variable. So that is why you have to take the another one variable called the sum. Okay, any number you can take, sorry, any variable name you can take. So once again for the understanding, I have put the printf statement to enter the two integer values, and in the scanf what happens, you are going to read the two numbers, that is 2 is percentage d ampersand a ampersand b, a and b. The same program is repeated, only the extra thing is here, sum is equal to a plus b, because I want to add the numbers. No, so how you are going to use the expressions means how you are using in the simple mathematics, in the same way you have to take. So that is why we are telling that C is nothing but it is a English like language. Okay, sum is equal to a plus b. Simple, I want to add the three numbers means I am writing it is a plus b plus c. If I want to find the average, a plus b plus c by 3, like that simple mathematics you are using here. Okay, afterwards what happens, after doing this, you have to use the printf statement. Before, if you are using the printf statement, it is not going to print, because C is a, it is going to execute the program line by line. First, after executing only, you are going to get the sum. Before, if I have written here the printf, output means it can print, but I want, if I said to print the sum value means it is not able to print that sum value. Okay, just for the understanding purpose, I have once again I am printing the a and b value. And here I want to show you the another work of the printf statement. What is that means? You see here in the double quote I have taken sum is equal to percentage d. That means, so whatever you are written in the double quote, it is printing as it is. But for this control string, what happens? It takes the value present in the sum variable. In the sum, what happens? Percentage D. Sum, what happens? 4 plus 5 is present. Okay, that value is printed here. And finally, end of the program. It is very important. Without this also program is not going to execute. Without this also program is not going to execute. Okay, this is for writing the program. You should follow the structure of the C program. Always it should be written in lowercase letter. Each and every statement should be ended with a semicolon. Okay, let us see after executing how you are going to get the output. The same output you are going to get what you get in the previous one, because the same program is there except this sum. Enter the two integer values. You are entering the values as 4 and 5, and you are told that to print the output, so it is printing the output, and you are only saying that to print the a and b value. And next we are saying that to print the sum is equal to percentage d. What is present in the sum? It is present in the 9, that is 4 plus 5 is equal to 9. Okay, so if you want, you can also take, so here if you are interested to print a is equal to 4 and b is equal to 5, instead of only percentage d, just you take a is equal to percentage d, b is equal to percentage d, then it is going to print as the 4 and 5. Okay, please go through again this video, so you are able to understand. You are able to write the programs also. Here for the practice purpose I have given this in the one notebook. Make the notes of all the things and write the program. I will ask to submit this. You don't think that I am not asking anything. We are going to ask everything. You have to submit for each and everything. You are going to get the marks. Okay, anyway I can take the online test for you people. Please be prepared with the all the videos for the test.